What is their destiny? Five bold women on their way to the penitentiary. One was a shady lady all down. One was a woman who knocked a rancher down. Five bold women of the town. One was a woman who killed her loving child. Another was a woman so deadly mean and wild. The last was a woman who shot at jeopardy. They'll never be free. They threw away the key. Five bold women on their way to the penitentiary. What is their destiny? Five bold women. Five bold women.
Right, down, one at a time, and line up in front of the wagon.
Well, there you have your gals, Marshal. Mighty pretty, too, huh?
Yeah. So are coral snakes, but don't let them bite you.
What are you looking at, you apes?
Shut your mouth. All right, I told you to line up. I won't ask you again.
Miss Conley?
Here are your prisoners, Marshal. I'll get you their records.
Thank you, Miss Conley.
Shall I introduce the ladies, Marshal?
Mm-hmm.
On the left, Pearl Jackson, known as Big Pearl. Armed robbery and murder, in for life. Kitty Brewster, love murder, 8 to go on 10. Maria Garcia, manslaughter, 2 to go on 5. Hannah Gates, strangled her own child, in for life. And at the end of the line, Ellen Downs.
I've already made Miss Downs' acquaintance. You searched them?
You won't find so much as a nail file on them.
They've been fed?
Yes, sir.
You call that slop food?
I told you to shut up.
Try and make.
They're in my custody now. I'll decide when they need punishment.
In that case, sign a receipt for their delivery.
Sure, ma'am. I'll be obliged for the key to the handcuffs.
You're not going to turn them loose. I'm warning you for your own good, Marshal. Don't be fooled because they're wearing skirts. They're dangerous.
Oh, excepting me, Marshal. And I'm a lady.
I'll mind your warning, ma'am.
It's your funeral.
Miss Conley seems to think you can get around me because I'm a man. I wouldn't count on it. Any one of you step out of line just once, those chains go right back on for the rest of the trip. By your consent, this is your prison on wheels. All right. Inside the coach.
He was only trying to give you your bag. Can't you see she's terrified of Indians? She'll be all right.
But she was not trying to escape.
Let's get her back. Marshal. Marshal Reed. Hi, Bigfoot.
Forrest?
Just overhauled you in time, Marshal. Appreciate it if you let me ride along as far as the railhead. It's real urgent. I won't be in the way. I'll just sit up here with Bigfoot. Well, I reckon I could use another deputy. Meet my new assistant, Tom Ames, Dick Forrest. Never seen you around these parts before, Tom.
No, I just got the job.
Tom's from Houston. Oh, an Easterner. Tom. You ride up front with Bigfoot and Forrest. I don't want anyone inside with them.
I can't figure the big land jobber for the railroad stooping to ride in my old rattle box.
Reckon for the last time, old-timer. May interest you to know we've pushed the tracks a few miles east of Del Rio. I give you 1 year, Bigfoot. You and the stagecoach will both be out of business.
Ha! Get aboard.
How long a trip is it from here to Del Rio, Bigfoot?
Oh, 3 or 4 days, I reckon. Barring delays.
What kind of delays?
You never know. This is Comanche territory. All that railroad building's making them sort of nervous and restless. Wouldn't you say so, Mr. Forrest?
Oh, that's to be expected. The price you pay for civilization.
It ain't worth it. Get up. Get up.
Face. He can be melted down.
Never saw a gent that couldn't.
Not this Marshal. Nothing can move him. He has no feelings.
So he's the lawman who fixed your wagon.
Don't you worry, honey. Before this ride's over, he'll be so with you, or my name ain't Big Pearl.
What fool notion you got in your head, Big Pearl?
None. Yet. But I'll think of something. Meantime, it wouldn't hurt to cotton up to that kid deputy. He's still wet behind the ears.
Sure, I've seen that Big Pearl before. Recollect now, the Virginia City stage. Yeah, she held us up at the top of the grade. Relieved me of my gold watch. I sure hate to lose it, too, as a present from my wife. But she'd already plugged the driver, and I wasn't taking any chances.
Get out.
I'm sure glad to see you. My horse gave out from under me about 10 miles back. It's been mighty dry going. Thanks. Better than fresh cider.
Where'd you come from?
Been nursing cows up on the Swanson spread in the Panhandle. But I hear the railroad's paying $3 at Del Rio. That's for me. Say, how about a hitch? I can pay my own fare.
Climb aboard, Mr.
Claiborne's the name. Jim Claiborne.
But mind you stay away from the women, Mr. Claiborne. They're convicts.
Convicts? I'll mind, Marshal Reed.
How'd you know who I am?
Why, everybody in these parts has heard of Marshal Reed.
Oh, mister. I'll stow that for you.
Hey, Bigfoot.
Reckon if I wasn't driving the horses, I'd have to give up my seat on this stagecoach. Creek ahead. We'll stop there to water the horses and rest them a spell. Mr. Horse, I'd sure commit a big crime just to get put in that petticoat prison with them.
Whew. Look at that old goat. We're giving him a free show.
Oh, let him drool. It's good to know I still got what it takes. I've been stuck away so long, I'd almost forgot.
Now, if I could get a rise out of old Flint Face, I'd do the dance of the Seven Veils.
Ah, him. A prairie fire couldn't raise his temperature.
Take that kitty. She's really got the stuff to make a man happy. Yeah, it's a downright shame to keep her locked up. Especially with the shortage of these facts.
Chandler sex. Ha! That woman Del Faro in the crookedest gambling dive in Frisco wound up owning the joint. Unfortunately, her true love and partner skipped off with the cash box and one of the ladies from the pleasure house next door. She caught up with him in an El Paso saloon. Borrowed a pistol from a man at the bar and shot him 6 times. Never missed once.
Seems to me you had it coming to him.
Well, maybe so, but the The only thing gentle about Kitty is her fingers when she's shuffling the cards.
Mind if I light up, Marshal? Thanks, Marshal.
Dilly-dally. Lucky if I make Gonzales Flats by midnight. Come on!
Kid and she's his wife.
Missouri Kid, well, I'll be.
I'll need one of your horses. You mind? Help yourself.
That Ellen sure fooled me. Not letting on she knew the Missouri Kid till they made their break.
Those quiet ones will do it every time.
Should have included us in their plans.
Do you think they'll make it?
Who cares? We're still stuck.
You ought to be able to overtake them, Kirk. Their horses carrying double.
Tom. Yes, Mr. Reed. Take charge of the prisoners till I get back. Yes, sir. Put the chains back on them right away. Anyone makes any trouble, don't go chicken-hearted towards the women. Pistol with them. Understand? Yes, sir. The hand, Bigfoot.
Do that.
Make it official. Consider yourself deputized.
All right.
Well, here come the bracelets again.
Perfect target.
You're not going to kill him.
He framed you, didn't he?
That's not half as bad as what you did to me.
I came over 1,000 miles to see you, didn't I?
4 years too late.
You're not still sore at me because I didn't speak up for you at the trial. You know I couldn't show my face in town with a price on my head. They'd have hanged me on sight. Anyway, I couldn't figure any self-respecting jury not believing a gal as sweet and pretty as my Ellen. Anybody only has to look at you once to know you couldn't do a wrong thing.
Yet you let people believe I did. You let them put me away in
the
a...
marshal with his damn dirty lies. Figuring to use you to bait a trap for me. But I was too smart for him.
A long time ago, I wrote you from prison I didn't ever want to see you again. Didn't you get my message? Then why alone? Why did you come after me?
Because I couldn't help myself. Neither can you. You know we belong to each other. We're in each other's blood. All I could think of the whole time you were away was when we'd be together again. How I could make it up to you. Forget the past, sweetheart. We'll start fresh. There's nothing to stop us. They can't do a thing to us once we're across the border. I've got enough money salted away to last for the rest of our lives. You'll live like a queen.
On murder money?
I never killed anyone unless I had to.
Now you're going to kill the marshal. Because you have to.
It's either him or us, isn't it? Oh, you're just tired from the ride. You'll feel different once we're across that Rio Grande. Get over there. You'll be out of the line of fire. Finishes him. And I ought to finish you, you double-crossing little... Let's start heading down the trail.
You're not leaving him. Without burying him?
He'll keep till morning. Get going. You sure you won't have some food?
I told you I'm not hungry.
I want to thank you for calling out. You probably saved my life. Look, he's not worth grieving over. He wouldn't be in this fix if it weren't for him.
You knew he was the Missouri kid. You recognized him from the moment he overtook the coach.
Yeah? Fair enough likeness.
Why didn't you arrest him straight off?
I didn't count on him making a move so fast. I figured he had an accomplice and would wait till he met up with him and I could get them both. Guess I was careless. But when I recognized him, he got nervous. We're bunking here for the night. I can't take no chances. Not after you tried to escape. Well, you shouldn't have tried to escape. Another year, your time would have been up. Now there's no telling how many years the judge will add to your sentence.
I didn't try to escape. I had nothing to do with it.
Your husband just run into the coach by accident, huh?
Anyone could see he came to get me, but I didn't send for him. I've had nothing to do with him since the day you arrested me. After what he did to me, I hate him.
Sure, that's why you're grieving over him.
I once loved him. He was my husband.
Well, maybe the judge will believe you, maybe he won't.
With you testifying against me, like at the trial, not a chance.
I only told what I saw. You were holding the rifle that had killed my deputy when the posse broke into the cabin.
But I never fired it. I only used it to threaten my husband when he tried to force me to go with him.
The jury didn't believe you.
You knew they wouldn't. Not the word of an outlaw's wife against a righteous marshal. You knew they were out for blood to begin with. You were counting on it.
The facts convicted you. I didn't.
You're lying, Marshal. You railroaded me. You were sore the Missouri Kid got away when you almost had him cornered. It was a blot on your record. Then you saw your chance to redeem yourself, figuring with me in jail he was bound to show up sooner or later. Well, it worked, Mr. Marshal. You got the Missouri Kid through me. You're top man again, and you'll collect the reward. Why can't you be satisfied with that? Why do you have to keep hounding me? I'd like to kill you. What did I ever do to you?
I'm sorry. Gone.
Well, don't take it so hard, Marshal. Anyway, you got your prisoner back. Of course, you won't get any reward from me.
He won't get far. Not in his condition.
Don't be frightened, ma'am. I was panning for gold up in the mountains. The Indians attacked me. Got me in the arm.
Come in.
Thank you, ma'am.
About last night. I didn't mean to. I had no intention of molesting you.
Maybe the judge will believe you. Maybe he won't.
What judge?
The one you'll ask to stretch my sentence for trying to escape. Just try to railroad me again. You can throw your badge away, Marshal. Folks won't stand for a peace officer taking advantage of his own prisoner.
Miss Downs, I know I forgot what I was here for, and I'm sorry. But don't threaten me.
Boy, this sure feels good. Say, Mr. Bigfoot.
Can't you see I'm busy?
I hear you once strangled a bear with your bare hands.
Slight exaggeration, ma'am. I had my gloves on.
They say you can handle a whole passel of Indians just as easy.
Just what are you after?
One of them weed smoking.
Well, sure. There you are.
Country? Thank you, Mr. Ames. Where you going? We're lonesome. Stay a while.
So you're lonesome. On a horse whip the darn litter.
Hi. Well, what's the harm in a little sociable company, old Sky?
So that's it. Cat's away, the mice will play. Figure to romance us, gents. Soften up us a little, then take off down to Mexico. Well, you can forget it. That coach is going straight through to Del Rio, marshal or no marshal.
Hey, Bigfoot, the marshal's back.
This horse is sure carrying a cozy couple. Seems like you're minus the ladies' escort, Kirk.
Got away.
Yippee! Good for him!
You'll never get him now.
That's for sure.
All right, you female varmints, get aboard. You heard me. Rattle your hocks.
Tom, tie him on the back. Get in.
Hey, we gotta ride with these anchor chains on.
You ought to be wearing them around your neck.
Ames, take him off.
Sounds real cozy. Being handcuffed to the marshal under the stars.
I told you he took them off.
I'll bet he did. Boy, if I'd have been in your place, I'd have left those bracelets on all night. You know how long it's been since I was that close to a man?
Oh, come on. Settle down. Hey, Ellen, how about some details? I don't want to talk about it. You're right. Ain't nothing sacred.
I didn't do it for that. Didn't say you did, but it's coming to you just the same. Now, my advice to you is to sink at land sites. Where the railroad stops, cities rise, industries flourish, why, man, you stand to make a fortune.
Bull popper! Horses, get out of here! Yeah!
You've certainly been more than kind, man.
Nothing at all.
Wish there was some way I could repay you.
Won't hear of it.
Do you know when I get to Pablo's, I'll leave this horse there.
Reckon I trust you. You got a kind face.
Pablo and his good espouser are bedded down. I'll go roust them.
Everybody out.
Hey, Pablo! Pablo! Up with you, amigo! The stage is here! Pablo! Get your lazy, shiftless carcass out here! How in the doggone tarnation? Pablo, if I ever get my hands on your throat, you'll know what's gonna happen. Doggone. How you expect a man to run a stage line and no help? Pablo! Hey, Kurt, come in. Take my knife. Let's put him on the bench there. Pablo.
Malditos Comanches, montoneros, 30 contra un solo hombre. Así serán buenos, hijos de... ¡Ay!
Comanche's all right. 30, maybe 40 of them. Stayed 3 days. Left just before sundown. Got crazy drunk on mezcal juice and smashed everything in the place. Can't figure why they didn't set fire to it.
Virgen Santísima.
Into this table.
Juanita. Juanita!
Take it easy, Pablo.
Alive.
Juanita, mi mujercita del alma, abre tus ojitos. Mírame, soy yo tu Pablo. No me dejes. Yo te juro que esos malditos me las pagarán. Pero no me dejes. Háblame. Juanita.
She'll be all right, Pablo. Where's she sleep?
Thank you, kid.
Give his hand.
Fócate up when you win it.
Nada de comer. Todos se lo tragaron esos demonios. Solo dejaron frijoles y un poco de café.
Said they didn't leave much of anything. Ate most of it. Maybe a few beans and a little coffee.
Where's Hannah?
Hannah.
Where is she?
Well, don't look at me, Marshal. Or do you think I'm holding her in my pocket?
Maybe she ran away.
Oh, you're mistaken. Hannah wouldn't try to escape. She's too sick. She hasn't been right in her head for years.
Come. Mind the women till I get back.
I'll go with you.
No, there's no use two of us wandering around in the dark.
Maybe what happened to Pablo's wife set her off again. Ain't you heard about her story? She saw her ma and pa killed with the Shawnees right before her eyes. Folks thought she'd got over it. She got married and had a baby. Then one night while her husband was away fetching supplies, she got the notion that the Indians was attacking her house. She went plumb loco, killed her child, then tried to slit her own throat.
Guadalupe, nadie más que tú puede sacarnos con bien de nuestros apuros. Tú, morenita del Tepeyac, que eres la reina de los mexicanos y tanto quieres a tus hijos, dale salud a Pablo y a su esposa. Oh, Mr. Ames.
I thought you were asleep.
I say a little prayer for that poor woman. Why you sigh so?
It's hard to believe a girl young and sweet as you could
kill a man.
Well.
Yes, the master of the ranch. My father was a cowboy for him.
You don't have to tell me.
I feel better if I do. I was 16. He put me to work in the big house. One night when I was taking supper to him, he tried to force himself on me. I had to defend myself.
Is that what they put you in prison for?
Yes.
But it was self-defense. Any woman in your place would have done the same thing.
You are a Texan.
I sure am, ma'am.
Then you know the prejudices against Mexicans. And the master, he was very powerful.
Where are you going?
Out for a bit of air. I can't sleep. You can keep your gun on me.
I trust you if you promise not to run off.
With Comanches all around us.
Ellen. No, it's not a ghost. I die hard. You don't seem very glad to see me.
It was foolish of you to come here. They'll catch you. Go away.
Not without you. Come on.
It's no good. I told you I don't want that kind of life.
From now on, it's your kind of life, Ellen, I swear.
I don't believe you. It's too late for either of us to change.
No, you haven't changed. Come on, hurry up.
There's more to living than sex. I'm not going. Good luck.
You don't know what you're talking about. Come on.
Please don't.
All right, Downs. Reach. Unbuckle your gun belt. You're at the end of your rope, Downs. Everything's under control. Put the handcuffs on him.
Well, I'll be doggone the Missouri Kid. Glad to have you back with our little traveling party. Congratulations, Kurt. You sure hit pay dirt this time.
I didn't figure you'd be so reckless. But I guess you're not the first man who's been trapped by his love for a woman.
Did you find Hannah?
No.
You're giving up?
I reckon I gotta talk straight. We're just a handful against a murdering band of Comanches. Pablo said they didn't pull out of here till sundown. That means they can't be camped far. If we start playing blind man's buff in the dark, we're inviting a massacre.
I wonder if you'd give up so easy if there were a price on her head. Like the Missouri Kid.
Get him inside.
Quit pushing, stupid.
¿Dónde vas, Pablo?
Voy por el doctor porque Juanita está muy mala.
He's going after a doctor for his wife.
I want it for me. Howdy, Doc.
Howdy, Marshal. Howdy, Bigfoot.
Hi, Doc.
So the red devils are cutting up again.
You telegraph Fort Clark?
Sure did. I just message gets through.
Ándale, doctor.
Don't get so fidgety, Pablo. I'm coming.
Best get started. Don't tell them what trouble lies ahead.
I'll see to the horses.
First, the others.
Glad to, Marshal.
Now, I don't want you talking to the women. Understand? And just to make sure...
Oh, what are you doing that for? Now we've got nobody to talk to.
He never said nothing worth hearing anyhow.
All right. Everybody outside. gates, barely alive.
She's one of us. We'll take care of her.
I suppose that's best. Tom. I better scout ahead.
Looks like we better nail our scalps down pretty tight.
Any sign of Indians? That's sign enough. He's somewhere in these hills. Better get rolling.
She's in no condition to be moved.
We'll take care of that.
Don't you understand? Moving her could kill her.
Don't you understand? Staying here might get the rest of us killed. Mars, give me a hand. Maria, get the coach. Get in. Tom, there's no room inside. Right up front with Downs.
They could jump us anytime.
Yeah, we just stand around worrying about it.
He's right. Ain't no use just handling our scalps. Get aboard.
Mightn't it be wiser to turn back?
Same chances either way. We'll keep moving.
Comanche inside all day. Makes him feel real important trying to scare us.
Well, don't hurt to be scared some, but not too much. Keeps the man on the alert. Yeah, get up there! Get in the colors!
Indians sometimes raise their voices like animals.
It's only a coyote. Go ahead.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. That's all I know. May you rest in peace, Hannah. You sure deserved her, after all you suffered on earth. Amen.
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 She was a good woman. She came to Texas with her husband. Not like some I know, play the suckers or leech onto some man. But to build the country. Sure, she was wrong to kill her own baby. But she was plumb out of her mind at the time. And if the Almighty is all wise and all understanding is, anyway, she's out of her misery now. Let's hope she gets a better deal on the upstairs than she ever got down below. How sweet the song that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found.
Horse tracks. Made by unshod ponies.
Yeah, looks like Red Hawk got here before us.
Well, that explains why he didn't attack us at the pass. Probably headed for Mexico. Just figured it wasn't worthwhile to hang around and collect a few more scalps.
How recent do you reckon those tracks are?
Couple hours, half day at most.
That means they camped somewhere between here and the Rio Grande. By morning, they could be across the border.
It makes sense, all right. It's never wise to second-guess Comanches.
He safe this far, 'tis grace will lead me home. When we
Might be better to backtrack and head southeast to Fort Clark and pick up an escort of soldiers.
But that'd take us maybe 25, 30 miles out of our way.
Good enough over here, gentlemen. Now, in my opinion, your best bet's to keep rolling. Can't be but a few miles to the railhead if they've been going ahead the same rate as before. East of Del Rio, last time I was there, strikes me as a good gamble.
Yeah, unless Red Hawk's got his braves all liggered up to knock out the railroad.
At any rate, there's no point moving on tonight. Might run right smack into him.
That's a real pretty prayer, Kitty. Where'd you learn it?
My folks brought me up strict.
Tom, we'll stay here for the night. Women will bunk at the coach. Shackle down's the wheel. Wrong way. Look, I'm sorry about the delay. I mean about Barry and Hannah.
There was nothing else you could do. I'm sorry for flying off the handle.
Oh. Excuse me.
Well, if you dress right for traveling, you wouldn't have all this trouble. Looks like our big brave marshal's going soft on Ellen.
Sure wish he'd cotton up to me.
A lawman?
Well, any gent looks good on the outside. Besides, that hotel they're taking us to, we can ring and ring our heads off, and no bellboy's ever gonna come running. And you know something? I think she's beginning like him.
Why not? Missouri Kid can't do her no more good.
My arm's acting up. You mind letting my wife change the dressing?
Mrs. Downs, you can tend to your husband if you want.
I'd better wash it. It's empty. May I go fill it? huh?
Don't look at me, just listen. We're only 30 miles from the border.
You ain't telling me nothing I don't already know.
Just 30 miles from freedom. From all the men you want. From all the whiskey and tequila you can drink.
What do you think I've been thinking about? It's been driving me crazy.
Are you game enough to make a break for it?
Kidding. You're a dead pigeon.
Sure, but you're not. Now listen carefully, I've got a plan. If you're half as tough as they say you are, this ought to be a cinch.
What about Ellen?
I told you to listen. Now, just before sunrise, when everybody else is asleep.
Tom! Yes? Get these. I'll keep watch. You two as well.
I sure need sleep as soon as I can drink some of this bug juice.
Where do you think you're going? Tom, keep your eyes open.
How do you like that? Girl can't even answer a call on nature without the marshal tagging along. By the way, Owen, he said if you was still awake, he wanted to talk to you.
This hour in the morning?
Right now, we're moving out soon.
What does he want to talk to me about?
He don't confide in me, dearie. Maybe he wants to give you a pardon.
Anything I can do for you, ma'am?
I want to see the marshal. Where is he?
What are you doing here?
Well, Big Pearl said you wanted to talk to me.
Me? I never mentioned your name.
It must be her idea of a joke.
No, wait. I have been wanting to talk to you.
What about? Well,
about the Missouri kid coming for you. You don't have to worry about my pressing charges. I believe it happened like you said.
snap out of it. We've got work to do.
What made you change your mind about me?
Well, when your husband showed up for you the second time, I guess I heard enough to realize that I had no right to lump you and him together as two of a kind just because you were his wife.
Whoa! What's going on here?
Shut up, or you get it both ways, back and front.
Ever hear of Lawrence, Kansas?
Did I ever hear? My husband fought with Captain Quantrell.
Then you know what they did to that town. Both my parents were killed in that raid.
No wonder you had it in for the Missouri Kid. Now get the guns. Come on. Now for old Flint Face. You know what to do.
I was just 15 when I joined Mr. Lincoln's army. To get even, I guess. After the war, I had no one to go home to. All I knew was fighting.
Then you must have been very lonely, too.
Don't feel sorry for me. I didn't want this assignment, but I had to do it. If things were only different.
If things were only different, what?
What's the use? You could never care for me the way you do for the kid. Though you said yourself that wasn't what you wanted. All I could ask would be the right to protect you, give you a home. Or maybe you could give me a home. I never really had one.
Sorry to interrupt you, lovebirds. Reach, Marshal.
Don't try it.
Drop your gun belt. Put the cuffs on him, Ellen. Give me the keys. I'd just as soon plug you too, dearie. Put your hands behind your back.
Come on, you heard her.
Gotta hand it to you, honey. When it comes to keeping a gin occupied, you're a regular Delilah.
Kirk, I didn't...
Shut up. Now maybe you know I mean business, Flint Face.
Mighty proud of you, Big Pearl.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
Get back, back!
Easy.
Mr. Hayes. Cuba, chiquita. Ven acá. Pronto. You men. You think you're smarter than us girls. Well, the shoe's on the other foot now. We got no mind to spend our whole lives in jail. It's bad for the complexion. So anybody that tries to stop us is going to meet his maker. Real fast. Savvy?
That's telling him, Big Pearl. Now, if you don't mind taking these bracelets off.
I thought it was Comanches we had to worry about.
Well, I couldn't have done a neater job myself. Thanks, Pearl. I'll take over now.
Oh, no, you don't. I pulled it off, and it's mine.
Sure, Pearl. As long as we get to Old Mexico. I'm getting real thirsty for some tequila.
Okay, drop your guns or I'll shoot. To kill. That means you, Mr. Downs.
Oh, Kirk!
It's all right. Just grazed me.
Now, maybe you're all savvy I'm not fooling. All right, Maria, let's go.
No.
All right with us. If you want to rot in a flea-bitten hoosegow, that's your funeral. Here, Maria, slip the bracelets off the gins. You might need a couple of free arms to keep you warm.
What are you standing here for? Come on.
I'm not going.
Yes, you are. Get in that coach.
You dog!
In case of coyotes.
Mexico, here we come!
Never mind, it's too late. Get us loose.
Well, Mr. Forrest, how do you feel towards your gentler sex now?
Got to hand it to them. They sure did a thorough job. We'll never see them again.
Maybe we will. Isn't there a field telegraph working out of the railhead, Forrest?
Sure is, Marshal.
Well, we might be able to warn the ranger border station.
Hey, Kip! I got news for you!
Comanche. Didn't get very far, did they?
Must have run right plumb head-on into the honorary devils.
I sure feel sorry for Mrs. Downs. She didn't want to go along.
Is there nothing we can do?
Our only chance to recover those rocks right over there. Let's go.
Hombres and tequila sure seem a long way off now.
Well, anyway, we had a run for him.
What, honey? Ow!
Got the red.
How's your ammunition, Big Pearl?
That's the last one.
I'm getting awful low myself. The only way we're going to get out of here alive is those horses down there. Go on down one at a time. Try to unhitch one.
And what?
Every man for himself. All right, Kitty, start the ball rolling.
Me?
Yep.
Here goes.
Good luck.
Hey, it's so quiet all of a sudden.
Well, what do you know? The boys in blue to the rescue.
I can't believe it. The coast is clear.
Well, what are we dawdling around here for? Let's go.
You stay here. I'll handle this. Get rid of those guns.
Hello there. You all right?
Yes, sir. Thanks to you. Why, we'd have all been goners if you people hadn't have gotten here when you did.
You Marshal Reed?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Telegraph message said you're escorting 5 lady prisoners. Where are the other 2?
Comanche's got 2 of them back in Chimney Springs. Killed the stage driver, too.
Sorry to hear that. Be glad to help you with that log.
Oh, they're not necessary. We can manage just fine.
The trail should be safe now, but we'd be glad to escort you to Del Rio.
Your word's good enough for me, Captain.
All right, sir. We have to be sure these Comanches get back to camp. Goodbye and good luck.
So long. Oh, what?
Well,
You gotta give him one thing. He's smart. That was a close shave.
Come on, let's get those logs moved. If we hop to it, we can make the border before night.
Hold it there. All of you. Put your hand off that gun. Turn around.
Next one's gonna be right between your eyes.
Sorry, Kirk. I wish things could have been different.
Well, come along. I don't know how you feel, but grieving can't bring her back. There may be some comfort to you to know that I think you got a bad deal, and I'm going to see the governor about a pardon.
Well, what do you know? Old Flintface finally melted.
You want to know something? You're kissing the wrong man.
Yeah. He's right.
I ought to put haulers on you two and lead you behind the stagecoach the rest of the way. Get aboard.
Why don't you choke?
Hurry up, let's go. You're wasting my time. Ain't we ever gonna come to that railhead? I'm beginning to think them engines swallowed up the tracks.
Tracks are here to stay, old-timer, and the sooner you face up to it, the better.
I was wondering when you'd start pestering me about them land sites again. Well, you can't never tell. I might just buy one. Get up.
I keep thinking of them poor, ill-fated lovers. You know, someday they're going to be writing songs about them.
And I keep thinking if the Missouri kid had left Ellen alone, she could have been real happy with Marshall.
Whose side you on, anyhow?
Nobody's. Just sad. Prison ain't gonna stay the same without her.
Yeah. She added a touch of quality to the old cell block.
Well, right back where we started from.
Don't let it get you down. There ain't a jail big enough to hold us.
5 old women, there's only 3 around. The other 2 women